Okay, we wanted to, Your Honor, in the court, sir, Your Honor, sir, wanted to stipulate, share some information, what were motivating forces and things in life that made me a little bit more apt to vote in the 1990 GOP. I was very, very proud of, and I didn't know anybody was watching it, above and stuff, love. And so when I saw these guys getting it together with Start and stuff, with East and West, and I know other information, like Ricky did a pre-planned parasite was doing a real bad thing to everybody's rear end. You're making parasite slaves out of the police and everybody, too many people. It was a very terrible thing when this information came. And now everything's going to hell. And then Beto a super tap, it's going to hell. And so when the information, Steve, you made these, and behind your back, they're out doing every different thing off in creation. Like murder magic witches of something like that, a little bit. No, yes. We've been observing it for quite a while, looking at a real good look, and we're omnipotent weave creators too. They're doing that stuff also. Slowly, they don't know what they're doing. Like demented style too, like the real word. And they're dragging everybody else up. And making them, oh, did we? So when they get all this extra energy all of a sudden by being on board, they don't know what to say. They only got muscle, they can go, like deal with the devil. So they get stuck. And when we gave Beto a super tap, try to use one to treat the rest. We're thinking that ready meal is the rest. He was popping every a-hole every year to get word of America instead of understand word love. So that as a consequence, monsters, mutations, and no more women is what we're looking at. And that's not a nice thing to want to look at. So a complaint has been risen, the complaint level has come to risen to supernovae missing. Supernovae, heavens, not just 1 or 5 or 20 or 50. And so, if this was, so Steve, you made these, I could, wait a minute, I'll circle that because so they collect and gather information, you collect and gather, you quantify, you know, right, yeah, intake. Okay, yep. And your motor, my motor, and VA should add a V8 and all that kind of. So, uh, it's not saying, well, everybody could have made everybody. Somebody in the dark alley somewhere, somebody, oh, yeah, I know you, baby. Let me tell you that. Either that, many ways to, we gotta watch yourself on that. Yep. And what's in it for these fellas? The big hitters of the yesteryear. The cemeteries of life are in danger because the sheriff department and the attorney general sermons, we like the sessions and all that. Cemeteries of life. Cemeteries of life, yes. And so I made these somehow about it. Okay. Now it looked like he had a father too. So maybe a little bit of both. I try it out before you want to be disrespectful. So, but we had it invisible times in 1990, 91, and I couldn't stop telling anybody one finger. I thought it was a drill. I thought it was a de facto, dictating nuclear umbrellas and strategic arms. And these guys were, it must have been a drill. I was very, very excited to be like a contactee with hopefully sell the program to the defense department. Not only Taiwan too, it's a good product. It can arbitrate disputes for us. And so, look, you guys did. So thinking arbitrate disputes, there was just a little and a complaint towards the sheriff department. It was really hesitant to sell it. It seems to want to pursue the truth. She's a lot more honest than me. We're pretty nice, pretty up to par. And so, with very many ways of having very many intelligence programs going on, And very many, nah, it died. Did you know invisible people all the while, Steve? Oh, no, I didn't know till recently. Oh, yeah? Yeah, no, I didn't know. So there was quite a bit to as was. But after a while came the nuclear refurbish the last 3 years, more so than as a result, especially of Beto, this guy over here. We got to. So let me get this long and short. We need a George Tenet type person and a few others to work right next to Steve, right here, right in a room where I'm at, without keeping his hands. But I'm serious as a heart attack. A George Tenet type person and a nice technical, not too beat Steve. You got a ground control unit liaison as far as the flying saucer business programs are. And everybody needs to get flying saucers when they do a lot of real bad devil deals. No, yeah. So they gotta be benevolent when you do get them. When you get that extra. Now I was telling if you think the younger classman, upper classman, he deserves his own world. He'll do a real good job. So I couldn't keep up. That guy's good. And so he had to run and shows and stuff. He was real good. And you get really motivated too. In Washington, full on too back there. That guy was great back there. But anyway, it'd be great. You have your own world and stuff. So make sure you segregate this line right here. Separate. But meanwhile, this stimulated telepathy thing is 24/7, 365. And every year, all the time, that loud annoyance. You know what farmers gonna say? And the libraries and all that. So to pass the baton and we situate the sensor, and so you have many mazes. I put your own little mixer in front of it. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? And make sure you can get the mixer to not mix in the elderly and innocent people's eardrum at the wrong and improper times. Make sure you can get that. And keep in mind, the cemeteries of life are not supposed to be far and in between anything that is without boundaries to be protective for. So when hormone levels, I'm mature, I know it is, okay, I got it, and I'm not playing baseball, Bucky Dentner, no, I got it, hormone levels up and I'm back in the time, see, so, and you're something your father really did, the flying saucer and did some real rank things or something, that's what she is. Oh yeah. Well, I'll circle that. Go on quantify, get shirt from your shirt. So, when you see these kind of I'll get in trouble. I better get busy. That's great to see. But in the 90s, I don't know. I don't want to make them feel bad and stuff like that. So, as far as and his for his own worlds, make sure you got that, and don't let Beto take the show. He doesn't even admit anything that's going on and stuff. He just so he ill commandeers right now. That's why you have to have a ground control unit. Let's go over there, Nellis right here, and explain. And mitochondria infused thinks that they want to take over, and they don't have a governance system set up similar to like we have. They got none or rape scene, and so and plus $18 million at every Hilton in and around these areas where our leadership positions should stipulate motion right here. Enjoy the stipulations, excuse us, of diplomatic immunity here and seniority status, and not become fall victim to abuse of veto in the act. And so terrible, I'd have to call the police too. But I tell you, and it comes out we're the police too, and she's a higher police than they are. So you're in luck. And you're in a dangerous. No one's in the male groupie, you see. So monsters, very much so. So whoever is making James Baker Anderson, you don't say that. You can't say that. I can't even say that name, or whoever's making, whoever's strife over here, or putting the cart in front of the horse instead of right off the showroom floor, black, white, chicken flag. Or Lieutenant, you have to pull Milky Ways at a time. Don Clinton. Yeah, Don Trump, I mean. Milky Ways at a time. Milky Ways at a time. Yeah. Oh. So, by having a sense of humor, but I need to put on the brakes. See, put on the brakes and put it in reverse. And Mr. Clancy, Mr. Sullivan, you have to pull. I can't pull them aside. Don't be a tombstone there. To right over the old age. So that is what the information divulged, and not let however, beto, especially in lying. But I don't know. I never no such thing. So the bad news first is even the Supreme Court judges got hit by Ricky and a few other unities. Some of you, I'm going to say you were victimized. A lot of victimized. Supreme Court victimized, yeah. And nuclear refurbished keeps me passing the baton and resituating the censor. Make sure that we get paid, not steal Steve's money. Reports of money so unbelievably couldn't be the trillions. Couldn't be, but the way these guys know how to operate money and get one over on us in administrative ops, it actually there is that. If you watch Star Trek and see dimensions of realities of it doesn't look like dimensions. Stop right there. Then let's take all intake on that. Let's pass the baton, resituate it, and phone bridge. Meaning, like a telethon, make sure you call Steve and have a few man the safety screen area with Steve. Put your R cameras on Beto. Make sure that we replace him. He's a maniac. Kid you not. You guys are raping and murdering. Look, we're all murdering together. Ah. We have to stay within the boundaries of being able to communicate, or else something will take us away that has nothing to do with etiquette or communication as skills as ways of speech as we know it or understood it. Think so? Yep. And so, wow, oh wow, how to stay with it, not drop it, because turn around, Vader's raping whoever, however. I was so mad. Just goes on a raping spree. You wouldn't do that. No. You want that done to you? No, sir. Okay then. So, um, however this is, whoever this is, thinking that you are a. Wait, let me get what you trying to tell me, pal. See, you give up the ship with Jane Baker on it too, at nuclear refurbish, and nuclear umbrella back in the Cheney days. Not the same. And me and Nancy have a nuclear refurbished at least 20,000 times almost. Very that is not a laughing, crying matter. That is, wait a minute, make sure, yeah, but these people getting a little elderly too, see? And you have to account for the peaceful, nice wantingness of serenity at innocent levels. So when we say pass the baton and resituate the censor in that city, that area, with the view to and with a stipulation for the complaint of supernovae missing. And you're doing it. You're not talking. They don't brainwash you somehow or another, and he's trying to get one up on you, and I'm protective. You're protective? She's protective. Police chief, you cannot afford to take a no, sir, on this one. Let me tell you why. Every or any other civilization that try to flourish, not going to make it this far. The going age is 33, and I'm 62, just about, and you're not going to get it this far. And so whatever it is, somebody has to teach me to be good and try to push James Baker around somehow or another. And somebody, excuse me, I'm going to calm down, and you're doing this too. They got a brainwash thing going on. And all you see, all you know is all these people with dogs now. Somebody's doing somebody's butthole, that's how you make dogs. It's very, and monster porn. Oh my God. And so beto is doing a very, 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 very bad thing behind our backs when I go to sleep. It's way, way worse than that. I have to explain that to someone else. But your end needs to be protected and served. That tenant, please, not Brennan. Brennan brains. Now, if I had been beating your girlfriend, your wife, and did the real bad things, I didn't lay a hand on one person. So I don't deserve that kind of treatment. I'd pass the baton. You do 5 times a better job, 3 times, 2 times. But nevertheless, it said I made this, and so that is good cause to recognize this as a Hilton or a Hyatt type of convocation. And that's how you would have it back in the day. The convention, the Vienna treaties, and something to say that that isn't how we were about it today. It's trying to steer us away from life, the way we live, the way we were taught to see. That's not right. There's something wrong with that picture. Whether it's Bob or Handy, they were all regular police. All you go there. I go back to the fellowship. Go back to the fellowship. You guys serious business. I mean, nobody's gonna push above the water. I just stick you up. You know what I mean? It can be says it's telepathy, right? Yeah. Looks like it. The devil is trying to take you away from me. I get it? No. You don't deserve it. So I'm gonna start fighting, get all mad about it. And so I have to leave a nice photo here, leave you there before something tries to get away from this photo. And these guys are stuck up there real good. Wait a minute, you're supposed to be stuck up and good, and you were. And if somebody walked in to victimize you, I could. It's not on a blind way. Like, oh, well, you can't talk to me. You can't do it. Mine is, it's not nice to talk straightforward to you. But if even if I made them, I tell you what, you're going to get hit by a car and stuff like that. Okay, so let me get this up here too. I'm not a comedian up here. Let's get Admiral Crow and assimilate the nice libraries and the publishing. And there's nothing funny in life. No, sir, no. You know, and you never heard something funny all of a sudden. You did a bad trick, you know, physically got picked, but never anything funny like anger or anything. That is not the last thing I would ever want to know. I'm busy in the Nixon library, busy. Get out of here. That is more than this other nonsense. This is last nose person. Harvard take this beat not being right. Like heaven. So you're to make sure, we're to make sure we provide, not ask for milk from our elders. Lieutenant, please. We are not supposed to ask for goat's milk from our elders. We're supposed to protect, serve the cemeteries. Okay. Excuse me. Steve, you're not going to. I have to call somebody out here. You can't see this. Hey, these guys got an anatomy 20 million times your size. Still, duty, honor, country. He was right. Duty, honor, country. He was right. And even if demagoguery, It's not a laughing matter. Let's go back to military history and see how we have it. So to make a quick, all right, do a good job. Make sure you do a good job. Read my lips. That real fast and take it away from beto and get a few that are well able to say right by Steve and take it away from beto. I'll show you how you do it. I'm a crow. I'm a skull crow. I'll show you how you do it. I'm not the most. I wouldn't know it. It's good and better and talking. I'm not that smart. I'm not that bright. And the only thing in it, I thought he told me, but you really didn't. You were really up to par. That's all I was supposed to know about that road. And they were withholding evidence and information from the administrative ops, giving us not the best information purposely. Navy and police and attorney generals and people leading that effort in scrimmage. And what kind of who had these extra superpowers and get away with. So whoever it is, they always told them. They say if I put that music in there, that I can really hit. But I don't want to really do that too much. So yeah, so I said, you're going to you had it over, we didn't pass the time. So I told you to do a good job. So you better tell somebody if you really do better than them. You can't do that salesman. Maybe they're raised by a whole lot and stuff. But from the point of view, I told you to do a good job and to make sure you do it well. I don't want no excuses. Get to work. This and that. Okay, yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Affirmative service. That. Not that. He's doing what? And he was doing the CNO and these other people. They don't do it. And they, what? So upsetting. Very upset. So tender, mild, like a Jesus. All of us are trying to read about this. And whoever could be representative. So if I have to single some people out, and look, I need my butt kicked raw, you better get over here and work with me. You better return some of that money. How the money's been up there, they're divvying out to go against understand word love. You can do it. Robert Handy, bad enough seeing all that. Ricky, oh, it was Ricky. Ricky did do that. Yeah, well, that is serious. So it was maybe something to do with your father. And that is scary to breath of air, fresh air. So the cemeteries of life, you're right here. And I apologize. It was your idea. You called him French fries. That wasn't my idea. I didn't do that. That was my idea. And so to pull aside and make sure the cemeteries of life are in advanced phase, advanced view, and not run by Joe Dunsford and David O'Connor doing Abu Ghraib instead of a Hyatt Regency conventions and treaties, diplomacy. Exactly that, though. Exactly. That's how that when they wanted to see how it looked at there. That's how I reported. I reported they were doing real good. I reported when they came down. I reported they were doing that. I voted for them personally. That's what happened. And so, you can't be mad at me. I voted for you one people ran. State your business. And I was ready for him too. Sort of thing. And I'm not going to talk about it. But Steve's not really the police type, hormone wrangler type of thing. But the type of go between pass the baton, resituate the fence. It's not a joke at all. You think something's funny? No, sir. I don't think something's funny. And so, not to put it in front, make sure he is like, push me on. And we have an advanced type of. Now, how do WAYS work a cemetery program and how to know the ins and outs and a hybrid type of reproduction and not a whatever happens, steal every star and do every star off the board and risk wrong way. Beto is running a hijacking campaign, and all the police are actually, they don't like Steve at all. I don't know. Yeah, you know why. And Ricky did it. But nevertheless, I told Nancy, you're going to have these kind of problems and issues anyway. It's a good possibility. It's not just this woman's binary contaminated. So those are a lot of the arguments. You know, the argument of sacrifice that. If it wasn't a recording session, the recording capability and passive autonomy situation, you doing 3 times a better job. 3 times you play guitar too. That we don't want to give up everything. And so nuclear wars came, and Don and Beto, and in Don's loins, flying saucer. And no, I don't want to take a swing. I'm positive. And Charlie Odom is trying to crack. Somebody's trying to crack a joke. That's not funny. That's not funny. You wouldn't like that. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't even dream of doing it to you. And to think that I want to get knocked out to even think about doing anything rank. No, sir. No, sir. Not even close. Very seriously. You wouldn't think of doing anything rank to you. No, sir. So something is trying to pass something off as funny to do something real evil and real bad in these kind of situations of passive, not fumble the football. See, I told him about nuclear umbrella and nuclear refurbished. I told him to get a chief scientist in the court that doesn't understood the difference between nuclear umbrella and nice, not constructive again. Steve, come on. And also, excuse me, please, sir. And nuclear refurbish is or not a nuclear sponge for somebody to try to hypnotize you, into thinking, wait a minute. You trying to tell me that it was some kind of accuracy or being an angel, being heaven, pretty simple? No, yeah, that's that. And something trying to hypnotize them to think it's funny to do otherwise, and taking them on board. We look at and divvying up your money. And Ricky bad enough he popped everything in the East West because that's what she said. And so you're not to give up the ship, you're not to give up the ship, you're not to give up the ship. Everyone, anyone working under it. So what I need here, if I were not to really want to ask the elder as I milk and tat down something like a little bit, it could be a little bit, but I need it. Ouch, corporal remand policy from ANSI. I need you over there to not turn a blind eye. I'm going to do a prayer, good prayer, sir. Corporal man. That means, ouch, how about that? Damn it. Not let Beto run amok and keep raping and doing the worst switch wrong things. All of a sudden, people have to laugh. It's so terrible. I'm going to try to hop on and be very, very protective. So much so, Admiral Crowe, so at the time, 2015, to leave a pistol by the TV. No, don't do that. Yes, do that. He needs to be, and Damien, the pre-planned mitochondria, passed the baton to him, and everybody's old lady, everything doesn't work. That mitochondria, the minds and parasites, even cockroaches in disguise. You're kidding. It's cockroaches. And Beto is the raccoon varmint. So I don't want other creatures judging us, please. Especially when you corporate men don't have to rape us when we're sleeping, if you don't mind. Especially when we got victimized, please. And so by these and other pretenses of diplomatic immunity, and this is not a joke, and I saw him look out, it's all gone. It's frightening the whole world. And I haven't given up the ship, Admiral, so I'm here, and not just to be confused with Admiral Richardson. I can't talk to him. But I run these ways. These guys. So, you know, and they try to make you look like that. I don't know, Steve, man. Well, you know, if it's far out, do a good job. That's what I would think you would like to. I think anybody can. inspiration to try to do whatever. I got a bone to pick in the way and do a good job. Don't be out murdering everybody. Don't burn the house down. Don't burn the place. Don't give your country up. Yes, sir. No, sir. But Don and Beto is Don. Don is Beto in parasite terms stipulated to study. You have a capacity to not laugh, have someone over, even yourself, especially if you're a younger age, and make sure you get trashy, that you knock you out, Steve. All right, yes, sir, yes, sir. I feel a lot better and more respect than that. I really do a little bit. You guys a little bit. To extent it. But nothing's funny. No, nothing's funny. I mean, on Trump. The LWAYS off their time, that is. And, that was better than fun. What about you? You don't do those, do you? No, sir. So you need to come up with it, draw the line better than that, and come up with a hybrid program. I need 36 constellations, not laughter. I need to play the part and act like you know exactly the fuck. Right down in the nitty gritty what the fuck to do. Oh, excuse me, us please. Somebody you killed, and you don't even, you bet you do. Somebody asked you to play the part, and you did do that. You did a great job. But still. So I need someone to kind of know it all a little bit, like maybe knows it, but I need to not worship Beto and that's a turd and deputies. See, so you want to go and see if you want to give it back to you. So pretending it back. All right, hurry before you lose this stuff. So, yeah, man, he was at a younger age right there. That guy, you have to run and fast to get busy. But he wasn't mean about it neither. It was very, very inspiring about it. It motivated. And so, with just me working there, my area and not having a little team around me, I couldn't even keep up. Something came over about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, for a little bit. And you need to get funded. Go here. You need to make sure when they come back from the resurrection, or when you get your roast to do the same old thing, and go back here and look back here, and make sure that the GOP or the leaders of our countries are not whisked away right after I get done with this conversation. And there goes Beto cracking jokes at gangland mentality talk instead of diplomatic envisionment, titans of the cemeteries of life. Not supposed to be far in between anything that you're telling me, I'm telling you. You would tell me. Go to heaven, right? Or I don't know. Yeah, then I don't know. So you have to wing it. You have to wing it. I want it all. Let's fight about it. Not I want everything. You have to get these dollars. I don't care. You say I made them blue in the face. Like, and sometimes playing me lame, I wouldn't know that. So you have to put it in reverse right there, something about it. Make sure no such thing as an alien, even if Landy himself came up with the temple of Mars and the ceremony, so himself. You have to make sure the cemetery is survived. I always divvied up the money. As the Navy's it's a lot better than littoral combat all day long. You really can't go down and Davy Jones soccer all the way. You got communication. I need 27,000 constellations with all the amenities. I got something going. Be prepare for those kind of challenges. Not just run them up type of deal. And women like people, hybrids even. Not monsters with tentacles and dealing. No answers. You go down, down, down. So you will not, you got to take that hill and primary care. It's on the farm there. Oh, yeah, that part of it, you take that 22, 20, yeah, you're right. I think you're, yeah. I did, I did. I said I tried that one. 1975, yeah. It's not funny. I'm thinking general mindedness about quarantines. And Damien, those that need to be quarantined right now, and we get on the phone right now, and let the phone ring all night long, and somebody go play with Steve, and make sure you sit and hold his hand. You hold his hand. Even if you can beat him at Jupiter on the toilet, both hands behind your back and all that. Yeah, that reservation county, you're not supposed to do up worlds and all that kind of stuff. Wait a minute, which stuff? You're not supposed to do up worlds. Make sure you know that. He's out doing up worlds. That's why he couldn't hold his hand. Go play with Steve. I want you to go play with Steve, and go play computer. With Steve, and go get that beto contraption, that'll commandeering with your mouse and your friendly ways. You go take it to the base and show you how to do it. You're the answer to the affirmative, sir. Take that hill, please. Affirmative, sir. Not please, do a little bit. If we could stipulate regular complaint of supernovae missing, not just one, the whole heavens. That's a little bit too much, and even the coffee number disproportionate. Yes, sir. So if I can think it, I think I over, one time, don't let him hear right then. I don't think he was talking about it. Steve can see it, maybe he's got no idea. I thought I heard it one time. I thought you heard it. Maybe not. But I wasn't one bigger when you did that. Whatever that was, it looked like it was a real deal in 1990, 91. Anyway, serious-minded, serious-headed. He doing his own world. He would kick butt so bad. And so I would circle that. And don't wake people up in the resurrection area. Just look, make it worse. But in this case, it's only going to be worse. No civilization is going to get this far. So you have to take not no for promises here, and take it back and do the right thing and put it back in reverse and take control of it and act like you know what to do. It's so fast, so well. Oh, that! Kind of like camel or something. And I didn't think that was stupid. Get right down there. Whoa! So hurry up, take that right there, please. He got it right there. He got his computer there. I can't learn a computer. So Steve Ballard is oh, I go play with the Hill Hyatt, not Abu. Abu Growl. I don't know James Ricker. So if and when the time is right, you might feel me. But meanwhile, get somebody to come down here and let you radio that you're doing now is real terrible. It's very bad. I don't want to have real bad words. So, where's I'm not supposed to like people too right now because he's attacking them. Where? So, we have to make sure that we have reservations and money is put aside at the Hilton Hyatts, some of the key areas, cities, where some of these leadership roles, peripheral site, nuclear wars happen, debris fields, nuclear furnace, and yours truly over here in antsee, we're not really a nuclear sponge for a bunch of delinquent hooligans. Somebody made a mistake, but these guys, they didn't even, I voted, they didn't there. I even voted for Obama, now being told. sure they pull you aside. And you're on the double side, and you're really this. And Kathy did the admiral up, and she's him. And the stages of parasite worries and takeovers is not something that's very nice. And you can go the other way with it, please. Keep an eye on that guy right there. Unfortunately. Somebody doesn't think I'm your expertise, especially these big hardcore men, sir. I want to see the young man get somebody get thrashed. I'll get some CIA pictures. Somebody get thrashed. I'll feel a lot better. I'll take advantage of anyone. Conservative areas. And there's nothing funny about it. Somebody might try to make fun of it funny or cry and stuff. That's not funny. You don't make them cry or laugh. So upset. You talk about fast ones on it. If you fly along, everything's funny. No. So, wait a minute. A little bit of that, wait a minute. If I know what's good for me, maybe not quite yet, or maybe way back there. I better know what's good for me. And so, by not giving up the ship, Kathy did. Mischief going on there. And so, signs of the Sistine Chapel, Steve I know it's Steve about it. Well, I figure out every time, one at a time, and lately come to put it in that way. Stop right there. And so, right there. And to contest otherwise, have my phone numbers. Text something polite, even anonymous, and checks and balances. Or otherwise, I would say, this attorney prevailed. Aside from the monies that you stole, the car dealership got ideas. There's the last straw. And a very, very fine line. And it's not funny that Kathy and feet are rectal in your face. And training and working. So trying to hypnotize somebody or something. Think something's funny or something like okay or up to par about on board and the lines of the eternal shell wings until they come running around my area and start raping everybody intruding my airspace. Not behind my back. Black mass assemblies like witches. Felt like it's so convincing. You had to go run and do mischief. So convincing, compelling. They had to do blowing up. It's not maintaining. And so, someone I've had a baby that's been verified. So, they know I can babysit. I don't want to be bossy about it. And I'm a two because I'm that. Percolator high. And so, they're doing you. And I'm very upset. Manuel Fajardo, the traitor. And those names, a few of those. Trying to give up my ship. And these guys, I know, just no. So Jerry General's in, you got that right like that kind of thing. No murdering, no raping, especially devil style, which wrong way, all full tilt. Not trying to experimentally and see if it works. And that's where I'm at with them. He's full tilted, trying to commandeer and doing that. And that is not the grounds of reason to put hands on me because let's go. Chuck. I didn't do the nuking, seal beats. You didn't? No, I didn't. So I looked to see if they got him. Did you get him? Did you get him? No, give yourself away, guys. Did you get that? Steve? I mean, you get paid, huh? Did Steve pass this to the, today get it, the thing going? Steve, lucky striker, hurry up and get it. Pass it. Seriously, C minus. Hurry up, pass this. So extra. Make sure you come back at a 33-year-old. That's sort. And, you know, put the better pictures out. You can't even touch talk that. That's conservative. That's good. Get away, Steve. A little bit of that. But this, no. I give up the whole ship all the way. So if there's that talking lingo like hooligan talk, or the talk and stipulated betterment within the bounds and the boundaries of civil, conducive to civil. Oh, I guess he. Oh, okay. I guess he did get better. All right, maybe I'll make it. Definitely quick too. Oh, he wants a peripheral fight. Yeah, he wants a side order peripheral fight. Let's get him to hook the big over the dead. Not over at the hip. Oh, wow. It's a much better guy. We're gonna have you good. You take that. You can actually do it yourself too. With your mouse over here. The Henderson, the camera's on me, he whips out the news crew behind my back. He whips out the news crew, real fast one. And when I look it up, the subject, he whips out, and he's a camera, his head, his face, and he's got him trying to be all you too. He's trying to be all you, like the parasite, Ricky too. And so that's where I come in. I'm still fighting. I get beat by both sides. So, all right, please, let's try to get this together and make the right inner liaison. Phone bridge, 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 phone bridge. Okay, here. Like playing the guitar, language. You take on that. The phone bridge meaning, I tell you what, I'll be right now. Did you hear? No. If there is a need to improve our behaviors, and there's a ready meal and going out of style, and if there isn't, every living thing is a little Millie. The wise circle, stay away from those kind of behaviors. Of course, yes, sir, sir. But don't ask mental health here. Even recognize the anatomy is so terrible, so big, and they're still trying to get blood in the wound. If Steve ever found out psychosis or why they're in business, that's what you know. So let's say I did come over there. I want to go over there and play with her. Oh, yeah, I'll take him out for a minute. He's really good. He's a nice guy. You guys are really good. And that's a hard adjustment. Yeah, but you do. You still take me out. No. So, try to shoot the program. And, you know, you said how to shoot me yourself. I don't like what you but in this case, having laid it down twice, a couple times, down twice, it is very imperative you don't give up the ship here. That we control the whole deal, whole schematic. So if you're going to make indexing how many dimensions, he doesn't get hit or hurt. Say what the official things, motion, stipulate that extra safety screens. A little bit of friendly moment or report, please. We need to get all the credit on it, but just make sure we can be we at this level. Range above the people. Yes, sir. Okay. You want me to say, I'm going to take it back just in case something come up. And so Seal Beach, those guys are going to crack me open so bad, they're so mad. So you need me to pull it. All right, I tell you what, we're going to beat you to a pulp today. These guys are really, really nice. Really, really nice. They can be other nicer guys. And it's not nice as you think, oh, you beat Steve to a pulp so bad, so quick. And it's terrible that it ended. It ended, and you saw it go down, but here he is again. Okay, so, and you're getting a little older and stuff, and you need to rest and not be singled out. Where? See? And that's why. Or did it. Excuse us. Please don't put the cart in front of the horse, so to say. Same with police chiefs who do the most preferred. Don't put it in front of them and unsell them, please. Even if they call the police themselves, which they do. You would expect. I don't believe. Yes, believe. I'm sorry. You're not sorry. Wait a minute. It's just as bad you get back to go about it. I am in the right way. Get my tentacles out. Okay, staff, even the deputies. We bought the vehicle, $250 down, and then when we had made contact, you were contacted by a UFO type of deal at the dealership. All of a sudden, it was a UFO convocation, and you folks are using our platform over there to ill commandeer my intention and take my money to boot and take it to whoever, however, will to hell instead of to heaven. Robert Handy, person to person. Roberto Jimenez, Ricky Robert Arroyo, using Van as an alias and stealing monies and embezzling monies and music endeavor between me and Kurt. Everybody who's anybody was there. Please don't say wrong and give me a hard time about this. Not how much money? It is so much and no phenomenal amount that the pearl swines and other biblical references could get one to thinking. There's some, what do you want to say? You've got a text message capability here. Please text and get your video up here and let's see what we got. We'll try to iron it out. And Damien is on the loose trying to, and with a few prayers the right way. And when Steve, people came back from the dead, you didn't tell me. And we're going to lose that ability to nuclear refurbish too, because don't let them find out. Never let them know. So yeah, a younger right there. You ain't gonna try to. No, I ain't gonna try to make You're like my cousin Steve and a little bit like that. Yeah, no, don't ask him to do something like that. Wait a minute. You're trying to tell me something's trying to have you play into the laughing funniest thing you ever saw? No, no, no. That ain't you. Something wrong with that picture. I'd be conservative trouble, not the other way around trouble. That's not even conservative trouble. Things are funny and a little bit. They're not that funny. It look like a goof. It no sir. So make sure nobody looks, especially the old guards and the old elders, the old administrative respectives. I don't want to say no for an answer, even if he's been throws up. You're supposed to be a care coordinator in this business also, and that's what I intend to stipulate and rebuke myself. If this immaturity. Wow, Steve actually did hurry up, pass the baton, give him at least half the sergeant's salary. You ripped off trillions. Stop doing it. Make sure it goes to the GOP and the Senate coffers instead of whoever can raise heck. Bad things that I don't want to see. This. Get to work. Get to work. That even if I don't make the somebody get I'm so managing. Busy. Yes sir. Polite bonus. Find women like and moving into hybrids. And oh yeah, no more ready mealing. Oh no, yes. And so Admiral Clark and no more ready mealing. You got you. This must be fighting words. Excuse me, it's my fault. No, when I made it, we made it. No more ready mealing. Oh, I think they're upset about they wanted more ready mealing. You can't do that. Somebody's going out. You can't be doing that. It's not kosher. Are you sure? Yeah, that's what it is. I wouldn't give false bad information. Yep. Like in 1999, I know that's how you got the Iraq and the chemical drums and all that. Yes, sir. Okay, so make sure a good time was had for all. We can get the whole deal back on track. And when I woke up in the morning, make sure you have a few that can work with Steve without having to beat him, eat him, okay? Not deputies you say die smoking, whatever you want to do, what you let that, but that isn't what I want to hear. I don't want other people giving up my ship for me. If it's about the president, make sure you're in heaven. That's pretty simple. You're about faith. You're going to take that hill. Enter the permanent certain. That's not you're going to blame me. You're not even there with us. That's the special thing about it. That's a good thing about it. How can we forgive all the time someone is not going to forget? So please get that old acquaintance mojo going. If I'm looking for, the prize fighters, somebody they might commission that somewhere. The page the cage fight, commission fight, not they did. So there's a lot. So make sure that these guys are $1 million at ease, either at the Hilton or their own home. Make sure that you know the score about a safety screen being manned over here at a ground control unit. Flight aperture above is out of line, flying out to space doing even ground control. Come down to the ground floor, level ground. Table, table, no murder. Even if you get feeling like you're old big, and that is what's been happening. They get one over in a runaway train. So try to act like a court and that knows how to do your job and qualified, please, and don't let the others down. I'm very sure you can beat my butt, even with left-handed and on the toilet and Jupiter and all that uncouth. All right. And so the mitochondria people, repeat that. You're not doing your job. You're giving up the ship instead of getting it together and didn't say off them. You make sure you even get quarantine. You might have to castrate them and make sure they can still have a voice, man. You know, well, how we gonna deal? You know, work it out. Get to work, in other words, not get to murder. Pal said to me, you stole what? You make this guy look great. Come on, make those times and moments look good. Make it happen. You sure your Petrushka? No, I don't want Petrushka. Everyone's around about that. Remember, everyone's around about that. You can't. You have to see General stand up. Yes, sir. And that was all that. And you did lead the way at that big time. And that wasn't a joke. And they did too. Boy, that was something. You know, have the thing. So it's if you like, you gotta get some ground control because somebody sees that like something without ground control, more than one Steve. You get somebody more than one Steve, get Tenant, somebody else. I'll tell you who. You haven't come over here anyway. And don't laugh, not stand. Stand is that ain't working. If I want to be sorry, if somebody wants to be sorry, I'll let you know. And nobody thought Steve would kick butt real hard. I couldn't believe it. Standing is nice and all that, but you want to make sure you got nice wide and the hybrid going up. Important these cadets, Robert Hall, values. And so, to make in closing here, and if in closing, to make sure that if, well, I'm really not, you know, you're like an underclassman, not even a freshman, maybe, Steve. If you saw it, I don't want to tell you, it's ugly. I want to tell you, it's ugly. And they're trying to make us all look real bad. You don't want to see this. Excuse me, even you, some of the guys you like, you can't listen to this. No, I'm not from New York. Sorry about that. And so, to make sure you have ground control, ground troop, no, ground troop, ground control unit. That's how I got this one. That's how I kind of figured it out. Ground control unit, like a ship to sea, a port authority, that sort of thing. I said, we'll go to the basement and watch. I'll show you exactly how to do it. You know, one person I have my hands full. All right. Henderson is also a little bit Nellis too. Now the installation commanders today. This is the 4th of March, 2019. Those are you. Your names officially for the record. I'm going to report these guys. I'm going to report who's doing a mutiny here. I report who's doing a mutiny. And I'm going to pass the baton, resituate the censor type of, like a creator class? Creator class. Regardless, you brought the nuclear refurbished as well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Let me see. Let me take a look at this. It looks like a boogeyman. Get out of here. Perspective easy. Okay. So I wanted to report that Seal Beach use nuclear weapons and before choosing dialogue. And Roberto Jimenez, a super tap to treat all in ones, flying saucer everywhere, anywhere. People get flying saucer when they do real bad things, or real bad devil things. Just say generally speaking, will you please give us some elbow room, Steve? Oh, sorry about that. You're in a place, Steve. Mind your manners. All that. Not our salutes and salutations to go up to give up the ship. And ask somebody to do a cheap shot. I couldn't believe it myself. Steve? Yeah, Steve. No, he ain't not Superman. No. So, do you want to party him down then? Party him? Yeah, that. Wait, excuse me. Dip aside for a minute. You might want to party Steve down. Maybe remind you, Odom is hit. He's become Gila, way too much Gila monster. And we have to warn the others about the Gila monster way more than it ever was. Double-sided murder magic being more entrenched with mitochondria infused. These guys are a lot nicer, lighter. They can whoop me so bad, so quick. You want to know what else? Just hold your own. Just maintain. You're not in love, no, easy. You're not going to kiss him. No, no, get out of here. And so, by acting as if a reflector field technology, ways and means of finding out who's telling the truth, finding out or sharing a way to come to a reasonable give and take type of solution possibility. Look there. These individuals here. You see radar on it. He'll talk you into devil. You keep him in this ground control unit. You say, I'll help you. I can't really get him because he does it one up in front of me. I don't know if you know how we used to do all that all day long. Remember? I don't. You wouldn't even remember. Not that one. So, see how we do this right there? These are the perpetrators. This is Don, like a Don, back in the day. Turned to a big slug and a vulture type deal and wave it. Whoa, you're nothing to kid about. And go down the tubes as well. And that means between him and Beto, to hear, to crack jokes, to mark, to forget, to deprive funds, whatever have us, give funds. Because of Nancy and Steve and our nuclear refurbishment alone efforts, long Blue Angels working long back. I'm underrated. So a ground control unit. Make sure you understand that ground control unit. Don't tell me like you know what you're talking about. Okay, he's right. He's right. Together. The kind of now I'm on Brian Wilson, but the DARPA need to put in place a quarantine of Ricky and euthanize them even fast, real fast, but in a polite way maybe. But for one thing, heaven you make with it. Just something come up like this, do it quick, not the other way. And so when the stipulation dawned is beto, and beto is God. And I'm not going to go look at the other commanders right here at the installation. Please don't bring the Seal Beach guys up here and say, look, April Fools, like they're trying to do right here. See? And my mom was all right, a little bit too much hormone levels, all due regard. That's how lightning again, light aperture when they would knock 2-1 down, rich wrong, but that ain't funny. No, it's not funny, sir. And I saw Beto was attacking our man right here. And if I ever had one thing to say with him, outcome or whatever, make sure let's make them up with a nice wife or something, nice be with them, help with it, and keep them in that kind of way, and not to put them in a way they can compromise in a different kind of ways. Beto tried to exploit, and the women like stipulation, simulation of family unit. Or else, what are we good for? To get mad at us for even my little minuscules. And even if I was a bait, do everything, or wasn't, or was. So these are custodies. It needs to be taken. You above the president. He rank above the president. President's plural. Oh wow. So at first I was a very these guys nuked over here too. The police chiefs laugh. They're dangerous. They rape all the way and ask questions. I tell them, wait a minute, wait, let me get this straight. In all seriousness, to draw the line. If I knew anything, then I would not. I would know to draw the line, keep it right there, or do as your parents say, not as they do. Steve gets everything. One of those kind of approaches that Jags need to. I talked to Steve, so I have to be like an insider. I'm sorry, and I have to not be milked like a real beanie. And be like a little Prince type of deal, like they had Prince William and that kind of thing. One of those kind of deals, I would say, and let you guys do the driving about it. But the ground control, Beto is watching in their end, and they don't make any contact and try. And if I would say that you're airborne with them, I need you over here in your convocation. I'm going to give you this number right now. I got a new phone. I got it from insurance. The police know all about it. They set it up, and so did they, and that. And Nancy caught somebody getting slippery on it. Oh, yeah? I think so. But I want you. We need to help Mike Baldwin and his uncle and Nato. Not Lulac got other ideas. But if it is mitochondria infused and Hispanic, you're not to say they're all cockroach or mitochondria infused. See? So, word from our sponsor, and you want to be there. More life, deeper meaning, and a new beginning, a new understanding of their word, love, and survival, and more in store. Thank you, sir. Your honor, sir. Be right back. Generals, admiralties, generals, wing divisions. Liberty. Thank you, sir. Your honor, sir. But at liberty. Amen. And one more thing. Whatever it be, our country, tis of thee. Amen, amen. Over and over. And so that's all I have for now. I want to end this on a good note, or I might lose the whole video. And so by not identifying a name right here, I'm going to attend to my phone. Steve, the right kind of. You need to call me right now. Those guys need to let you call me, or your representation there, your circle, our circle, or I am going to start getting irate and cussing if I have to. Not roar by, try you get roar back in a little elbow room, try to are forever. I didn't think Steve would get this good either. That's a good thing, though. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, and pass the baton. You guys do the work. I mean, look that good. You guys look a lot better. Okay, over now. Let me get this new number. Let me pass the number. Let's see, assurance number we got today. And the other number was 714-574-1859, we believe. Stephen D. Chauffeur. SCHOFER. Script. Follow the links. And don't play. Make sure you get right here and right. Oh, the nicest, friendliest. Overwhelm them with that. And first thing in obligations is we're to play. Let's play computer, and you take that, and you guys are more confident about it. Get Bob Gates. That is way too detestable. I made those signs. The Sistine tablet, you know, that is way, way out of line. Way, my reputation. But that's way, way below it scene. I know, I realize you feel big and strong and all that, but that is way too much. No boundaries. We'll put it on in writing over here. Make sure you get that. I'll be the frontier caravans, FBI units. They monitor and watch everything, so they'll let you know where I am. Make sure you do not play tricks on them. Make sure you don't have sex with anybody for a good while, a little bit. Make sure you get this ironed out, and make sure if it is, it's not to do up your butt, no buttocks involvement. That's not funny. And if anybody gonna pick on you, give me a call. Seriously, especially you guys in the work something. Anybody could beat Steve's butt, you know. Like that, not even a Swiss. I know a Swiss Army knife didn't have the own. Didn't even have Swiss. Okay, that may a good word be protected, served, far and free away from real bad predications of phony needs for diagnosis and forgetfulness for immunities here. Immunities. And disdain and disaster far away. Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, may thy kingdom be yours and ours to serve on this day and forevermore. Amen, 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 amen. Over that, sir. Over that, the other, sir. Over that, sir. Over that, sir. Over that, sir. In general, over that, sir. Over that, sir. Over that. Be right back. Thank you. We'll see you there. Thank you again.